Somebody told me that they're doing smackdowns in church during the praise breaks. Lord have mercy. Well again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the carnal church sector. Seems like people are acting very carnal around here these days. Listen, would you do me a great big favor, as I always ask you to do? I hope you are a subscriber right here at the carnal church sector. Not only the St. James Show, but the carnal church sector as well. Hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and your notifications. Hit your notification link. Some of you don't have your notifications link on or alerts on over here. Do share Facebook, X, OnlyFans, Twitter, whatever, and become an exclusive member of this one right here, of the carnal church sector. Only $1.99. Hey, that's an easy way to support the channel. Only $1.99. Hit the link that is in the description of this video. How's everybody doing today? Today is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. As they say, only accept happy Juneteenths from, people that are, with our movement, that have jobs that have given the day off. If you choose, like my job, you had the day off, but you had the choice to work and get some overtime if you wanted to. So listen, everybody has their opinion. Thank you so much, Erica, for becoming a member right here at the carnal church sector. I really appreciate your support. Thank you, and thank you again. And listen, looks like Sean Talks, thank you for getting it started, getting our goal. We only have a five super chat goal over here today. So make sure you support the program for me, and let's meet our goal. You said where adults can have real conversation. Well, I hope so. Thank you so much, Princess, for your putting the color on it, for your $4.99. We may be carnal, but we are adults who respect God's house. We let God well, we are going to get there, Princess. We are going to get there. Yes, we are. You floated the holiday. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I don't quite understand what that means, but what does that mean? You floated the holiday. Are you preserving the holiday? Like you work today and you're going to use it like another time? Is that what you mean? Thank you, Sean, for becoming a member over here at the Carnal Church Sector channel. I appreciate you guys. This is our This is our storefront church over here. You know how that goes. Yes, yes. What's up, Jesse? You said you had a wonderful day off, housework. You just moved. All right. All right, you, Larry, everybody's moving. You moving into the penthouse as well? Larry Reed said he's moving into a penthouse. I said, well, what you say now? What you say? Say we're moving on up. Moving from the mansion to the penthouse. God is good, ain't he? Oh my. Did I turn up yesterday? We had a wonderful time. Wonderful time yesterday. Had a wonderful birthday celebration with some family and friends. Oh, I was going to show. I posted on the St. James Eats. If you go to St. James Eats Instagram and also St. James Eats on here on YouTube, you'll be able to see the cake and thing, cheesecake and thing my daughter got for me. Was so lovely. She got me a wonderful card. I don't know where she got this card from, but it had like sushi on it and stuff, like, you know, some real like glued sushi stuff on it. So it was really nice. So I had a really good birthday on yesterday. So thank you for all the birthday wishes as well. And thank you also for all the birthday cash apps and super chats and Zales and all that stuff. So I appreciate you guys for making 6/18 a memorable birthday on yesterday. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Tons and tons of texts and calls and social media posts. So I appreciate you for taking the time and thinking of St. James. Yes, yes, yes. So you moving on up, huh? I tell you. You said you officially live in the city of Detroit. Marvin beat better watch out. Oh, you 9 minutes from Woodward and 7 Mile. Wow. So you were on the outskirts. Now you're right smack dab in Detroit. So that's good. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Jesse. Yeah. What's up, lovely 31 print? Lori Coleman's in the building. What's up, Lori Coleman? She's a fellow Detroiter. A deluxe apartment in the sky. I tell you. Penthouse. I guess they do have penthouses, and yeah, I guess they would have penthouses in Atlanta. It makes more sense to downsize. I don't know. You need a big old house like that for big old Cardi B mansion house, which is only you and your compadres in there. You don't have your whole family in there. You might as well move out, you know? You might as well. Well, let me tell you this. It is my beautiful friend's birthday today. Happy birthday to Miss Anita Wilson. We are wishing you a happy birthday. It's also Melvin Crispell III. It's his birthday. But listen, I appreciate the support of Miss Anita Wilson. We love her. We love her. We love her. Yes, we do. She's blessed. So right here, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all, say happy birthday. Hey, Leah, we got another birthday over there. Happy birthday. So happy birthday to the legendary, the iconic Miss Anita Wilson, my fellow Gemini. It is still Gemini season, everybody. That it is. So my, who else done came in the sanctuary? What's up, finally, my Lou? Yes, compadre. What's up, Keisha Green? Good to see you. Sean Nathan is in the building. Yes, he is. Good to see you as well. Hope I didn't, Nicole. Yeah. I think I talked to you. Okay. Think we're good. Hit that like button for me, everybody. to notify everybody that we over here in the smaller sanctuary and to come on over and to join us as we have the conversation. Listen, before we get too much into that, we are still praying for those of you who are up to it. Those of you who want to throw a prayer up for none other than Jimmy Swaggart. There was an update that they did give. They said this was today. At this time, we are in a holding pattern, and there has been no change in Brother Swaggart's condition. We ask that you continue to pray and intercede on his behalf. Please also uplift Sister Swaggart in your prayer. She needs a touch from the Lord, as well as his grace and strength to navigate this difficult time. Please continue to respect the privacy of the Swaggart family during this time and refrain from calling to inquire. All right, so that's what they want you to keep praying, and y'all quit calling, trying to go by the house or go by the hospital and do all that. He suffered a heart attack on Sunday and has since been in ICU, and they are praying for a miracle. He is 90 years old, everybody, 90 years old. So make sure that you are keeping Jimmy Swaggart in prayer. He went through a lot. But he was a darn good preacher. I will give him that. Make sure y'all hit up Jesse's channel right there, Jesse Online, all right? So make sure you guys are supporting our mods in their channels when they put them on there. Make sure you go shoot over there real quick, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and come on back into the sanctuary, right? Do that. All right, for the content creators who are supporters over here at the Carnal Church Sector. Yeah, he was a good, really good teacher. Yeah. We in the chapel. That's right. We in the chapel. That's right. We in the chapel today, not the store. We in the chapel. Yeah. That's where we at. We in the chapel. So prayers up for what's his name? Jimmy Swaggart. Yeah, prayers up for Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. Did y'all buy them? Y'all gonna buy them T-shirts from Bishop Wooden? He's selling Pride T-shirts. Y'all gonna? Yeah, I posted them on the community wall on the St. James show. Y'all gonna buy the T-shirts? Most of y'all said y'all didn't want none of them T-shirts. Y'all not supporting it. You said Bible study in the chapel because we need to learn. Because not many people go to Bible study, Jesse. No need to turn on all the electricity in the main sanctuary. You said you're not gonna buy none of them T-shirts. Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, I tell you, I was minding my own business. I was out and having dinner and socializing with some friends and family for my birthday. And listen, all I seen was something come across the internet and say, boy, there's been a smackdown in Atlanta. I said, Lord, you said you needed some rags. You gonna use the T-shirt for some rags. Wooden needs to quit. That Bishop Wooden is a mess. Nobody wants your T-shirts but your church. That's all who's gonna buy them. The members of your church who love you and listen to you and think you're sitting next to the Father. But I don't think anybody else wants those T-shirts, to tell you the truth. Not a one. Well, over in Atlanta, they're right now, at the Vision Church, Atlanta, pastored by Bishop O.C. Allen. They're they're one of the, more famous inclusive churches between him and Yvette Flunder. I think those are the most popular inclusive churches. I would say that. Vision Church Atlanta, Vision Church. I think they have a Vision Church Los Angeles as well. And then you have City of Refuge in Oakland, California, by Bishop Yvette Flunder. Now I believe they have two separate organizations, I believe. I think Flunder has her own TFAM or what have you. And then O.C. Allen has his own. And this week they are in their conference, their Elevate conference, and tonight they are going to have none other than what's her name? Carrie Bryant. She's going to be the guest speaker Vashawn Mitchell is going to be there, praise and worship. That great singer Juanita Conti, she's going to be there as well. I remember her. If you remember her, the girl with all the silver hair, she was singing "Tell Me Who Has the Final Say" with J.J. Harrison when they were in Brooklyn, when they had when Head Scott Walker had his conference and his choir musical in Brooklyn not too long ago for Easter. She was singing that song for J.J. Harrison. So she's going to be there at the Vision Church on tonight. Let's see. Jamal Bryant was actually there yesterday. I believe it was yesterday during the day. Jamal Bryant was there. Let's see what he was talking about. Let's see here.
I think I got to give that to you again. Genesis 2:25 says, Adam and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. Can you imagine? You ain't gonna believe it. Can you imagine that part of the satanic strategy, that spiritual warfare, is that the enemy wants to tattoo you with shame? That the enemy is not finished until he makes you live with embarrassment. Shame is counter to divine alignment. Can you imagine that no weapon formed against you will be able to prosper? The enemy hates you. The enemy hates me because he can't believe how God's love is so enduring. He loves you even after you gambled the rent money. He loves you even though you got a weakness for pornography. He loves you even after you can't kick caffeine or nicotine. He loves you even after it is that you did some stuff that you are still ashamed about in your 15, 16, and 17-year-old years. God loved the prodigal son and still has a crush on you. So people are upset when you walk in the building because they thought the information they know about you would disqualify you. But God already knew it and said, I'm still standing beside them because God is not ashamed of who it is that you are.
Well, that was the preach word by Jamal Bryant. Of course, he's the pastor of New Birth in Atlanta. I believe he was there last year. So everybody who getting up in arms about Jamal preaching over there at the inclusive church, he's done it already. He's that shock. He's that shock jock type of preacher. You can't stand Jamal, but that was a good word. Disciple of discipline, I question your salvation. Because you be saying one thing and then you'll throw out this, and it's like you can't stand. I'm sure the Bible has something to say about that. Then your comment was there are a bunch of compromisers. My only question to you, disciple of discipline, are you following the word of God line by line, precept upon precept? That's my question to you, because you're very judgmental. I just wonder, because people hide behind their avatars all day long, and we can say whatever we want to say. But I always zoom in on your comments because they're very, very judgmental. But people use the internet to be judgmental, so I'll let you do that. But anyway, so Carrie, his wife will be preaching there on tonight. Now, last night, William McCrae was there at the conference at Division Church, and he was there. Believe they acknowledged him. His friend acknowledged him. That generally he speaks with online, and seemed like everything was fine. And then they said there was a disruption. This handicapped or disabled lady assaulted him. And I'm guessing, and what we've been told, she was a member of the church where the pastor passed away at the bathhouse. And we know that everybody had commentary to say on about that pastor being in the bathhouse, passing away in the bathhouse. I guess I'm not sure. I really didn't listen to what William had to say about the man, so I really don't know what, there was a great earthquake. um mm, ugh, these people. So I really don't know what he said about the man. I know I think he used his word diabolical and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people don't really take to William, his words take him to heart, because they kind of look at him and look at the judgment that he passes on other people. And sometimes say, it seems like the pot calling the kettle. So they don't really, what's up, Jay Boogie? They don't really get into what he says a lot and takes it as gospel. So I don't know why this lady took what he said about the pastor dying in the bathhouse. I don't know why she took that to heart. I think it was kind of maybe just a built up anger that people have against William because of his years of commentary and his years of, calling kids bastards, and his Mother Day speech where he calls the women whores, and he says Happy Mother's Day to the real mothers, and he says a lot of interesting things that people really can't fly with. So last night, as they were in service, let's go into the service. How about we do that? Let's go into the service from last night there at the Vision Church, and we'll see William. I think this may be, I'm not sure how far it is, but we're just gonna check it out. We ain't got nothing else to do, right? It's Juneteenth. You said folks are tired of the slick mouth. Yeah, well, a woman on the video, she was on, warned him on the video, she was on with it. Oh, okay, all right. Well, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner with the big hat, that is William. So let's see what's going on. And as you can see, it happened because this lady was running to where it was happening. And you see everybody had turned around and they were trying to figure out what was happening. The woman had assaulted William, and this woman was running over there. Maybe she checked it out from afar, and she was running over there to possibly help diffuse the situation. And Bishop, right there, Bishop O.C. Allen, noticed what was going on. He dipped over there and he noticed exactly what was going on. Yeah, don't nobody take off like that for nothing. So it is the... I am so tired of you. Go to children's church. I can't stand a full judgmental spirit. Everything is a judge. Everything is and they probably the nastiest people walking the planet Earth, going to church every day, baptized in Jesus' name and speaking with other tongues. Oh, but it looks like he just noticed the kerfuffle that was happening right there.
Clap. Come on.
And as you can see, there's his hat right there. They're running. They're escorting him out, probably, to probably protect him. They didn't know exactly what was going on, but it looks like they were walking him out.
Hey! Hey!
And it looked like he said, like he was like, take your hand off me or something right there. We'll watch it again, but it looked like he like snatched his hand from the woman who was trying to walk out with him. You said Bishop didn't seem shocked. He looked at him, but he didn't want to, you got to be professional. You don't want to alarm the congregation. I'm gonna go back.
Come on.
That went back too far. Oh, we go. Okay, here it is. Let's see.
Somebody.
I think I went back too far. Okay. Okay, now here it comes up. So there he is right there.
Clap. Come on. Hey! Come on. I want you to clap your hands.
You see them talking about who that? What happened? You see that? You see? There was, oh Lord. It was like in 125, 126. Here it is.
Come on. Hey!
Yeah, he did like strike back at them right there. He did strike back at them, like, get your hands off of me. He did. That was. I'm just trying to. Now look at it.
Clap. Come on. Hey! Come on.
Now, is it been said that he's saying that this it didn't happen? Is that the word on the street that this didn't happen? Where am I? Let's see. I thought he said everyone was coming up to him to hug him. I don't know. Was that afterwards or was that during? I don't know. Thank you so much, Mo Taylor. Appreciate you putting the color on it for me. We only need 2 more. We met our goal for the day. He's saying that the person swung but missed. Oh, okay. He said he was not touched. That she attempted. Gotcha. They said it didn't happen. Yeah, he was pulling away right there when they were trying to escort him out. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess they said some lady that used to go to the man's church that died in the bathhouse, she had been saying she was going to get him. And she's been since he died, that pastor died, she's been attending Vision Church, and she was over at Vision. So camera crew is trained to avoid showing right, and problems during the service in order. The good thing about that too, finally, you see that Bishop, that it looked like it was handled. So Bishop Allen he looked, and then he continued shouting, and then the other guy that was next to him was looking over there too. And that other guy that's on, he may be part of security, even though he's a minister. He might be part of security as well on the platform. And they didn't move on the platform. They let the other people handle it. And it seems like they were handling it. Now, if that big old woman or whoever it was that went barreling over there to see what was going on, looked like she can handle it all by herself. Okay. I don't think they needed nobody else. She was about to have it done. Having to be escorted out of the church for any reason is that, well, listen, maybe they wanted to protect him. I don't know. He said the person that attacked him, he thought was coming to her. Oh, so she caught him off guard. I mean, I would think that it too. I wouldn't expect nobody to be coming up to me in the church to knock me out. And listen, I don't approve of nobody violence at all. I don't approve of anybody putting their hands on nobody. I understand people's thoughts about William, and I have my own, but I don't resort in violence. I like to I like to see people get their karma if they do something to me. Now I like a good karma day. Something I was watching Jives last night, and that man on there said, what you reap today, you gonna sow tonight. I said, that's a preach right there. He said, what you reap today, you may sow tonight. You ain't gonna wait till the battle is over. You ain't gonna wait till next week, next month, next year. Sometimes God allows you to sow today or reap today, sow today and reap tonight. Woo, that was a preach. Wasn't that good, Mary? I said that was good. So why they said he got thrown over chat? I don't know. They said that people were in the chat last night when he was live, saying, the people that were there, they were saying what was happening, but his moderators were taking out those comments. So I don't know. He should expect the way. I don't understand how, if I was so lackadaisical with what I say about people, I mean, I should still be able to walk into Marvin Winans' church perfecting. I mean, maybe. I come in peace. I just report of what has been reported to me or what's in the actual, court documents and what we've been listening to and speaking about for over almost 25 years. But I'm not coming in there. I don't come in there expecting someone to jump on me because I've said certain things. And I don't take things like that so personal, where if someone's pastor, I mean, I thought it was, we were just on a live and somebody came into the chat and said, did you hear about the pastor who died in the bathtub? I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what they were talking about. And that's when we just started talking about it. I didn't know the correlation between him and Yvette Flunder and that organization and stuff. I didn't know any of that. But let me tell you, pot can't talk about kettles around here. Even though some people haven't been in the bathhouse, they've been in other compromising positions that about the same level of being in a bathhouse. So I'm just saying. You report the story and don't attack. No, I don't attack personalities. He said, but you don't communicate in the slide. Well, some say I do, but I know I don't. Marvin not letting down. He has money to raise, but listen here. No, he got some money to raise. They stopping you at the door over. They stopping me. They saying, turn around. You turn around. Bye. First Lady Noel Jones, was she the one that hit the nod? Whoever it was, she had the Regina Adams spirit. Spirit was on that woman. Now I heard one person say she was in a wheelchair. One person say she had a cane. Did she have one or the other? Did she have both? I don't know. Hold on. Did she have both of them? What's the problem here? Or people do love to put a little yeast on the story to make it sound a little better. Yeah. Attack someone to do commentary. You don't. But listen, I can't tell nobody how to commentate. I can't tell nobody how to fight. I can't tell nobody what to say. They go do what you do. Just deal with the consequences accordingly. That's all. If you want to stand by your convictions of what you do is cool and it's okay, then stand by your conviction. But sometimes our convictions have certain consequences to them. Again, I don't think anybody should be putting their hands on anyone, but some people, they don't think with a level head. They don't think with a level head. And now you're talking about people who are in church and supposedly have the love of Christ, but they hate you so much that they will beat you or try to beat you down in the sanctuary during the praise break. I done seen it during a praise break. And sue everybody. Do a drag. Listen here, he may try, but there's a lot of people who are waiting around to sue him. And he's gotten some judgments against him that haven't been paid for, I believe. Got the man up in Oakland, so he can try to sue everybody. Wouldn't that be a mess if he tried to sue Bishop Allen? Wouldn't that be a mess? You said the attacker was reportedly in a wheelchair and her mom walks. Oh, Lord. Okay. What did she get up out of her? Did Benny Hinn raise her up for a few minutes? Did she get up out of her wheelchair and attack William? But my thing is, if he didn't get hit, why did they feel the need to run over there to him and then escort him out of the church if there really wasn't a hit? Because if somebody just attempted, you would probably just escort that person out that tried to hit him. That's what I was thinking. The mama on a cane, Nicole, and the attacker's in the wheelchair. That's what they said. It was some good old Baptist behavior. You see, so listen, we just saw the one to the drummer. The man came up to beat the drummer down. And come to find out, the man was threatening his daughter and his mama or something. So he said, okay, you're going to beat them drums for Jesus? I'm going to come in there and beat you. That's what he said. I can't wait. Right, because it was reported that he walked over to she walked over to him, and from the first row that's what I was saying. If she was in a wheelchair, did she get up? Did Benny Hinn give her a little healing for a minute to get up out the wheelchair to walk over there to him? So I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Was a troublemaker and just put him out, unless they knew. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I would think that they would walk a wheel, go ahead, especially if they're in a wheelchair, wheel the assailant out and let William sit there, if that was the case. So I don't know. Y'all. Everybody's denying it, I guess. I guess it didn't nothing happen. I guess all that running around and that WWE running, that Cora Jakes running in the middle down the aisle was for nothing. Okay. You know, people do lie. In church, out of church. You said not a handicap ass. I don't know, darling. I'm just saying. Woo! My God. The mom is the one handling that. Lord, again, and she does it before with the walker. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Did they? I don't know if they both got put out or not. I don't know. I have no idea. So I don't know, Keisha. Princess said, according to William, she walked over and he thought, over to speak to, so he knows. So who knows? I don't know. And then Jive was calling her his friend or something, his sister. I don't know. Yeah. Then Jamie had a discussion about Tyler's situation. Yeah, we did the other day. Yes. I think we did yesterday on the St. James show. I think we did. All we know is about a praise break, big hat, wheelchair, and a walker. We're all involved. We had a praise break. We had a wheelchair. We had a cane, a walker, and we had a runner. That's all. That's all we know. That's all we know. Anything else outside of that, we don't know. Let me see. Okay. Let me see here. I think it was right before. Let's look at that again and see if we can we get any more. I was trying to look over the crowd and trying to figure out, what can we see around. Yeah, it's coming up. I hate that them cameramen are too good. They too good. They knew not to swivel over there to the right. They knew not to do it. I needed y'all to just swivel to the right a little bit and keep the camera over there. Figure out what's going on over here. We want to see if a cane was going to be threw up in the air.
clap. Come on. Hey!
See, right there is when he pretty much told them to get his hand. Unhand me, you filthy, uncircumcised Philistine. Unhand me now. That's what he told him right there. Y'all see that? Unhand me right now. Don't touch not my thou anointed. Well, Sean said that hat got in the way, so we didn't get him like he was. Yeah. That hat was a protector. Treated him like the Obama. So, well, you listen. They said somebody announced it, but nobody clapped. But I don't know how that happened. You know, that's what they said. I don't know. Just saying what he said. Person says, see, had it been a youth Sunday, youth were working the camera. Oh, yeah, the youth, yeah. The youth would have want to put this on Twitter. They would have got that bad boy. Them old doggone cameramen doing their job. We need you to be lax sometime. We need some stuff, okay? We need the church of Connecticut where the lady said, I got something in the car to do to the camera. Hold on. Lord. I was wondering, were they waiting for, well, but did they wheel that wheelchair by his car and was waiting for him after church? So I was thinking the steady praise break to cover. Oh, you better believe it, because he started shouting again. They started shouting again. Vision gate. Oh, unhand me. Hands off. That's what William told him. Get off me. But they sure were trying to throw him out that church real quick. But I guess they said they brought him back in and sat him on the platform. You know, he loved a good platform. I zoomed in, folks over there looking down. Yep, looking down like somebody was on the floor. Sean, was somebody on the floor if they was looking down? You know, somebody got some footage. They holding back. They holding back. Yeah, they are. Roll that beautiful bead footage. They kept saying that mess last night. That was a mess. But I mean, we really clearly can't see a SmackDown. All we can really go off of what people said happened. And we seen that the woman was running to the rescue. We seen that they was escorting William out of the sanctuary. So all we can say is possibly there was an attack. What's up, Sean Renee? Possibly there was an attack. I don't know. So, but I know somebody got something. Listen, we only need 2 more, everybody. 2 more to meet our goal over here today. 2 more, $4.99 or more super chats. Hit that goal button for me and make that happen and support the Carnal Church sector. Yeah. So I don't know, y'all. It is what it is. Uh-oh, I don't want to do that. If y'all want to come up and talk about it, I'll drop the link. Y'all can talk about Tyler Perry too if you want to, because we talked about that yesterday on the regular channel. So if y'all want to talk about that as well, unhand me. That's what he said. Get off me. I can't believe they fighting down at the church, Yolanda. And again, y'all, I don't condone. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, because you hitting somebody is only going to either get you a lawsuit or you don't know what they're going to pull out of that. Now, William always talking about he got a gat. I mean, him pull out the gat. You know, I'm talking about you from Oakland. You got a gat. Pull out the gat. That would have caused a whole kerfuffle itself. You think William got a case? Anybody can get a case these days. You got Derek Dixon with text messages talking about he got he need $260,000, $260 million. So I don't know. Everybody can get a case. What's up, Courtney? Is this you?
Hey, yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
What's going on?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a couple of things on my mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Tyler Perry, then I'll work back. I thought about something today with the Tyler Perry situation.
Okay.
Why would this gentleman come out and lie and risk his whole career? Because now at this point he could be blackballed.
Well, definitely. He's going to be blackballed either way. So he has to get the money to survive, because either way, right now, he's going to be blackballed. He's not
Right.
going to be able to live this down.
Right. So my question
Um,
to those that may not believe him or think that it's
mhm.
a money grab, why would he risk his career for this little piece of money? I mean, it's a lot of money, but
Yeah.
compared to what he can make over a span of a long period of time,
Thank you, Jay Rochelle.
is this worth it?
Well, I think what me personally, Courtney, I
Hmm.
think the beginning plot was when they put him in the pathway as a waiter to be picked up by Tyler Perry. At that
Hmm.
time, I believe he was a struggling writer. He had a whole series that he wanted to get off the ground. They knew somebody like Tyler Perry can get it off the ground. And I think at the end of the day, when it got canceled or Netflix said they were going to pass on it, that was
Hmm.
his final straw. And I think his plot ended right there. So I'm not going to get money from my series. He going to pay me for my so-called pain. I think that's a plausible
But the thing
situation.
is, when you work with Tyler Perry, he's normally pretty good about keeping you working.
Right.
So even
Yeah.
after this, the point I'm trying to make
And
is
he's not a
that
good actor. So he's
okay, I
not a
wasn't
good
sure.
actor at all. So
Okay.
even talking about his career, he's
Uh-huh.
a Tyler Perry actor.
Okay. So suffice it to say, right?
Yeah.
If he's a Tyler Perry actor, Tyler Perry would have kept him working with him, is what I'm saying. So over the span of time, I
Yeah.
believe potentially he would have garnered the amount, if not more, that what he's asking for. So my
Yeah.
question I'm posing to those that think that this is just a grift, why would he jeopardize potential work? Because his career is over now.
It is. It is over. It is. And even like I said, even when it goes away and we don't
Hmm.
hear anything more about him because maybe he got paid off a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, it is. Thank you so much for making it rain in the sanctuary, Shauna Renee. I appreciate you. So William, he didn't come up. William's hat didn't come up. Maybe that hat was glued on that
I was
glue.
about to say that hat was locked down.
But it's just, even though that at this point, he just wants to get that. He's going to probably, if they decide to settle, he's
Hmm.
going to take that little money. We're not going to hear from him again. Even with Christian Keys, I
Hmm.
heard that he came on to announce he was being the MC at some kind of fraternity thing or some event. That's
Hmm.
about the extent of your career.
But I thought Christian Keys was still working.
He's still as an executive producer, and I think he is some things, but I don't think he's ever going to have that top tier like actor status. He's
Mm.
always going to be a second fiddle. Now this Devin Dixon guy ain't even going to be a first fiddle, because he don't even have the acting skills that Christian Keys has. I'm just saying, because we suffered through the Oval with him. I said, Lord, this has to be a Tyler Perry must want that booty or something, because this is horrible. I don't understand what's going on here. He was horrible. So, what's up, Sean?
Hey, hey, everybody.
Thank you, JP,
Hey,
for putting a
Sean.
double color on it. I appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday greetings. So, what say you on these either William or the Dixon or whoever, Derek or whatever?
Okay, we gonna start with Derek, since that's where y'all at. Um, I guess my question is like, why now?
Well, like I said,
Like,
I think the why now is that his series was never going to get picked up. Tyler Perry cassied him.
yeah, but you should have signed the right contract and got royalties, because
They
they
don't.
still playing.
They don't know that. They don't royalties for
Well, that
what?
was well then
They don't.
that did you?
They don't know that kind of stuff.
Well, see, that was
Tyler
your
Perry.
manager for.
Yeah, Tyler Perry gets them raw.
And
He
maybe
does.
thirsty. I don't want to say thirsty, but they're
Raw and
hungry. So they
thirsty.
just
Yeah, you're
start
right.
signing
You're right.
stuff
Yeah.
without paying attention to the small print. Because
Mhm.
I would say, hey, he did it and just continued to collect my checks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just do that. Or I hope somebody gave him a nice check to do that. It just doesn't make sense.
He's
Like,
anti. Oh,
continue
I-
writing. That's where the money is. Stay there.
well, but my thing is, Sean, obviously that this. Do you think Tyler would pass on a good script that will make him money? He didn't pass
No,
on Christian Key's script of All the Queen's Men,
no.
even though they had allegedly had that kerfuffle. That's
That's what I'm
still
saying.
that's still a profitable thing for Tyler. I think
Mhm.
that what Derek Dixon presented wasn't good enough.
It not $260 million
Oh,
worth.
absolutely not. Absolutely. And if he's saying if that's the number he's coming up with for his potential earnings, I still don't
Absolutely
think
not.
so. Yeah, I still don't
Absolutely.
think
If you wanted to start high and come down, maybe
so. Yeah,
5 million,
yeah.
and then
And he
let them walk you down.
well, they don't want to, yeah, you now you're talking young blood. I mean, that's 6 million. Start with 6 and work your way down.
Well, he would never see 5 anyway.
He
So
won't. Yeah, yeah.
start
And I think he
there.
was fired from the Oval, so that may have been a little extra spark in him to say, "Oh, you fired me. Now I'm going to say what you did. I'm going to conjure up these text messages, and I'm
That
going
said
to,
nothing.
yeah, yeah."
Some
So
text messages. I kept reading them because I'm like, okay, am I missing something? Because
no, you're missing. I've seen, as I was reading through some of them, I saw some flirtations, and like again, it was kind of a one-sided, but we don't know what text messages he removed.
this
Those are
is true.
iPhones. You can remove your response and
Yeah,
have a thread that looks totally different than the real
yeah.
thread.
But see,
So
here's the thing. When
mhm,
they get into it, boo boo, them deleted texts come right on out.
yeah, 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 they are. And people are talking about, well, maybe they can get the things from Tyler's home and cameras and all that. Tyler's a little smarter than that. I don't know if that would be something that they would be able that even recorded anything like that. You know, him
They
having to
want to.
sleep in the bathroom on the floor because that's the only door that locked. And he had a good story.
Sounds good, but
Yeah,
where's the
it
proof?
sounds good. I don't know, but again, we're looking at, y'all, are text messages. That's and listening to his story. That does not mean, and this is what happens when you're at a Tyler Perry level. Did Tyler probably make some mistakes in regards to throwing his you lost your range? Oh no, we on the carnal church sector. Let me I gotta restore some ranches. I'm sorry, y'all. Did Tyler do some missteps? And like I talked about, that being at the top where you're so lonely, and then you think you got a friend in me. Oh, no, you don't. These
But
people are out for blood. These
you
people
know
are
what?
out.
I don't think anyone believes this guy. I mean, no, I haven't
I
really
don't think
heard
so either.
anyone, like, all
Yeah,
the black community is like, no,
yeah.
try something else. You just want some money.
Yeah. And
So
then you got to think about what he said at the awards recently. I made many black millionaires in this room. I mean, there's a lot of when people start talking like that, things start happening. Things start
Yeah.
happening, So, yeah, I don't know.
I, I just want to see it's going crazy. Everybody is talking about it, but we don't have really no first thing to me, he don't even look like Tyler's type. Like Tyler has a type.
I
they
don't
said
know.
he was Tyler's type though.
I think he looks like Tyler's type. You see the
Mhm.
boy and Mariah Carey's ex, even though, and he's darker. It took me some years to say when they used to call white people, he's what they call it, dark,
Yeah,
or what
yeah.
was that? I never knew what that meant, but I know it now. It's the hair, right? It means like
Well, because
the
some
hair.
of them are lighter, like a. I don't want to be disrespectful and say like a
Yeah,
hell type-ish, but then
yeah,
you
you're
have
right. You're
those
right.
that are
And some are more
look
like an
kind
olive,
of
darker one.
tannish. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what? Okay, switching gears. So what y'all think about the William thing? Did it really happen? Are
I,
we, are we all listening to the hype? What's going on here?
I was
Come on,
about to
Courtney.
I was about to
Go
bring it
ahead,
up
Court.
about what we're gonna call it, Punch Gate.
Vision Gate, Punch
Vision
Gate,
Gate, Vision Gate.
Vision Gate,
Listen,
hashtag
you know
Vision Gate. I
what?
think Jesse said that. Hmm.
I can I can believe what William said is believable. I'll
And
give
what
him
did he
that.
say?
William said that the person's name was Raquel. He said he knows the person,
He knows the girl, Raquel,
the
right?
girl, yes. And so he said that he thought that Raquel was coming up to greet him, to hug him. But instead, and he was like on the second row, and she was like walking around
Mm.
and tried to throw the punch from the first row.
Okay, from the front, right? Knowing she handicapped.
I don't know how true that is
That's what I'm
though.
saying. I don't know. I don't know.
That's
Because
not true.
I don't even think William even alluded to that. I don't think I heard that.
Mm.
But nonetheless, so what he says sounds okay. We can go with that.
So you don't think he got knocked out at all? You think she swung and missed?
Let me tell you something. If William got knocked out, I don't think he would just be as calm as he is. I think
Okay.
that in that moment,
We talking about mm, mm.
well, this is what I'm saying. So in that moment, I think he would have tried to um defend himself, which he kind of did, and I think that's what we saw there when he was
Hmm.
kind of, looking like unhand me, you know.
Yeah, yeah, because he
So
was like, "Take your hands off me,"
yeah,
in
so
true William form.
mhm.
They try to help him get him to safety, and you talk, "Unhand me, you filthy rodent." What you think, Sean?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. He did not get beat up.
Okay,
He didn't get punched in the nose.
okay,
He got popped.
got popped.
It was one of them. I'm trying to do it quick, but I couldn't get to you. So
Mhm.
it that's why I say the hat kind of saved that whole thing.
And it didn't look like when they
Um,
were rushing him out. Didn't look like the hat ever came off. Didn't
yeah.
look like it.
I talked to two people that was there,
Okay.
and a musician told someone that I know. So
Hmm.
it happened. The severity of it wasn't he didn't get beat up.
Right.
It was
Right.
one of them. She popped, went back. That's what the tumble was. It wasn't she knocked him out. The tumble
He was just backing up from
was
her
a
hit.
oh shit. One of
Oh
them
yeah.
oh
Right.
shit,
Right.
one of them.
Right. Oh, I know
And
you did.
upon the the walking out fiasco, they were really trying to still get to him. And
Really?
he was trying to kind of pull away to get away quicker. So it wasn't like because it happened so fast, you can't everybody is saying that this because everybody was in certain spots in the church.
Right.
But
Right.
it wasn't was he asked to leave? He was there a police report? There was. Um
Mm.
they did bring him back inside after she took her mother out. She's a performer. She is a drag performer. So
Oh, so it was a
you
trend. I mean, it was a. It
a trans woman,
was
yeah,
he
it was
dressed
a
in
trans
drag?
woman. No,
No.
No,
Okay.
she lives as a woman, so she was
They can
dressed
be
as a
both.
woman. Yeah, but she
Okay.
wasn't
Okay.
in drag at church. In
But was she
performance.
dressed as a female? And they're
Yeah, she
calling her
lives as a
Raquel?
female.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
I'll say this. When they go to church, they may have on 4-inch lashes. When they perform, they might be 9 inches.
Gotcha.
So
Mm.
she's a performer. I've never seen her perform on a walker or cane. So unless something happened like recently, I don't know about that part.
What's her drag name? Raquel?
Yeah,
is it a
they have
last name?
her last name is
Hmm.
what house is she in?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. She's in
Okay.
it's one of the house last names, but yeah, she's like Miss Continental, like she's a well-known performer.
But
So
she's black though.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
yeah.
She light skinned
I'm
or
gonna
no?
look for it.
Oh, no,
Hold on.
this one light.
Yeah,
This one is Raquel Lord? No.
nope.
No.
I just
Okay.
found it. C
Oh,
U
you
F F
did.
E E
Cuff
E.
Cuffy? It's Raquel Cuffy?
Yeah, RAQUELL. You got to set it like the girl.
Quel. Okay. Always extra.
I'm different.
Okay. Raquel Kufi. Oh, here she is right here. Oh, she was Miss Continental 2025. Is this her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm.
Every
Wow.
man wants them.
Jesse. What are your thoughts, Jesse?
Ooh, child. Well, oh, praise the Lord, saints. So, look here. I'm not gonna stay on long. I'm just gonna,
Mhm.
run this by y'all. This one point, well, a couple points. So, um, well, first, is it okay if I bring up other content creators? And I'm not talking about one particular person. I'm talking about the person that brought this story out. Is it
Oh,
okay
yeah.
if I
Who?
bring
Jives?
Jives? Okay, I just want to make sure.
That's
I
fine.
want to be
Uh-huh.
respectful. So, okay. So, people are like in Jive's comments talking about, well, we didn't see nothing. And then I guess allegedly somebody is saying that it never happened. I'm
Okay.
not sure. But first of all, to me, when Jive says knocked out, like we clearly see in the video that William was not knocked out, he
He
was
wasn't.
carried out.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jobs just said knocked out because we kind of use the terminology of who you got knocked out, you got beat down, and it might have just been
And
We
like a
got to
and
give
little
it
the people
also
theirs.
slap. Yeah, it's just like a little slap or a little push, a tussle or whatever
mhm.
in our reality. But at the end of the day, this is not William's first rodeo when it comes
Not.
down to
It,
physical assaults.
it's not. Yeah.
Right.
In
And
Connecticut, they attacked him too at that
exactly.
at Mother Moles's funeral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so for people I saw in Jives's, comment section, I was like, for people to sit up here and act like William is a saint and like he isn't the aggressor in a lot of these situations because of that damn mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't come on here, don't come in people's comment section because I'm not sticking up for Jobs or nothing like that. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
But I don't like seeing when I see stuff like that, whether it's in St. James's chat or if it's
Hmm.
in Jobs, I don't care who it is. If I see something where it's like y'all trying to, attack people's credibility or call people
Yeah.
liars and stuff, and we know where the source is coming from. But
Yeah.
it's just like why are y'all sitting up here trying to make it such a big deal? At the end of the day, William is the person that's in the wrong. Cause shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, but
Do that.
and as bloggers, is this her, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. And as bloggers, you know we sometimes you want to use the right wording to get people to look at your video, to
Hmm.
click on your to your live. So I can totally see that was going on with Jives's live. It was clickbait, but there was some truth to it, but it was just exaggerated. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
and
But see,
media does that all the time.
all the
So
time, all the time. TMZ does it. A lot of people did it, do
but
it.
that's
So
one of
I'm
the
not gonna.
things about. Oh, let me. One of the
Go ahead.
things about YouTube and blogging in itself is that's why people like it, because everybody gives different commentary.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
Even about the Christian keys, you're going to bring it one way. Jives is going to bring it one way. Marcellus is going to bring it one way. Everybody's going to do it different.
yeah. Send it to me,
Now,
Marco. Then send it to me. Go ahead.
we we know we know our bloggers, so we know who is saying what, or what is extra or what's not extra, or so.
Right.
I don't think it's the fact that, first of all, I don't think they like that he said it first. That's one of the
Well,
main
you know
problems.
that. I mean, that's going to be the main issue. They don't
Yeah,
like
but you
that.
can't say that
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
You
Is
can't
that what
say that.
was being said? That like nothing happened?
pretty
It
like
wasn't
kind
that.
of, yeah, it was given like basically alluding to nothing happened at all. Then stories changed today, I guess, because I haven't watched all these videos. I just don't care at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
it basically was kind of like alluding to, oh well, last night it never happened. Jobs is a complete liar.
Well, no, we just saw the actual footage, bean footage of the woman running over there and them escorting William out.
But
So
that's
we
the
know
thing.
that
They
something
saw it too
happened.
and still said it.
Huh?
They
Huh?
saw it too while Jives was playing it, but still
Right.
said nothing
It didn't
happened.
happen. Well, I mean, you people can live in their delusion then. I'm let them live there. But we know what we saw. I mean, we saw it. Okay, that's fine. Let me go back just a tidbit on this one. Let's
Come on.
hold on.
Clap. Come on. Hey! Come on.
He may have been embarrassed too by shoving on them and making them get off of him like, don't touch me. He may have been embarrassed. That's all,
That's a
I guess.
possibility too, but he'll never say that.
But listen, something happened. So if you want to run with the narrative that nothing happened, okay. But we know that, yeah. It
I
it
have a question.
mhm.
So, and maybe Sean could answer this. So,
Oh, he pressing
when
charges today, but nothing happened. Oh, okay. All right.
and that's what I was saying for a miss. I was about to say a miss hug and a kiss for a miss attempted punch. Nonetheless, my question
Right.
is
What
it
kind of
true?
charges? If you didn't get hit and they didn't
Right.
hit you,
Is it true that
attempted assault?
Is
right?
that a thing?
He got
I
that
don't
idea.
know. I don't know. Is that a
You know he
thing?
probably got that from litigious Larry. Okay, let
Oh,
me
that's
stop.
true. That's true. The attorney. Yeah.
The
My
two of them.
question. Oh, I'm
Hmm.
sorry. So my question is it true that
The lady that's
Marika, who is the associate pastor, wanted to have William escorted out, but then I guess somebody decided against what she was saying?
Oh, I don't know.
From what I know, he was escorted out, told to go across the street. The police came, there was a police report. They talked to him pretty much while this is going on. She's coming out with her mother. They get in the car and leave. But because church wasn't over, that's
Mm-hmm.
how he got in the pulpit because they didn't know. Now, I'm not going to say they didn't know. They know how the kids move. So
Right.
it's nothing to drop mama off and come back.
Right. Exactly.
That's nothing. Because if we already pumping,
Okay.
we going full speed. So I believe they took him there to do that because they didn't know who was going to come back. If she
Mm-hmm.
has children, the children are in the church. It's really it's one of the, it would be better for him to be in the pulpit than to him be driving down the street because they will hit you.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Okay, so he thought that he was getting this VIP treatment because of who he is, but in fact
Well,
they were
that's the
trying to
story
protect
that
his
he'll
life.
spin. You better believe it.
No, 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 no. They wanted to make sure he stayed safe because they, it's, yes, it's church, but you still have to realize people are people.
Yeah.
And when they
Yeah.
Right.
bang, they bang. If he hadn't gotten a car or been trying to get in a car, he would. So the best thing to do is to put him there until you know for sure, okay,
Right.
her and her kids and they brothers and sisters, like they gone.
Right. Right. Right.
Otherwise, they would have followed him. It would have been at a light, like it's no holds barred. So,
Mm.
but then today he said, yesterday he said he did not get put out. He was pretty much covered and took out like Prince William or something. But then today, that's what he said yesterday with his purple on.
That's funny. Go ahead.
Then today he said that uh, I think Marika must have texted him or something while they were on live, and he pretty much told because of somebody told him to tell how he felt. He goes on this tangent, you did me wrong, and the police was being nice at first, then they turned mean. Pretty much the opposite from yesterday.
Wait a minute. The mayor, he said the mayor called him.
See. Mayor who?
I
The
know he
black guy.
lying.
Did
Get
Keisha
down.
called him? Was it Keisha?
No, she not the mayor. It's the black guy's the mayor.
No, I'm saying, was it Keisha?
Andre did not call him.
Andre, there you
That's
go.
why I say it might have been. It would have been better off Keisha, but he
Bye.
not. Nah.
This, well, I guess this is the person who smacked
Who I
him.
am, and you know what I'm here for. Turn up for Jesus and turn down for nothing. This indeed is the day that the Lord has made. We shall, we will, we must. We've got to rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt God's name together. Listen, it is Pentecost Sunday.
Mm.
And if you know anything about Pentecost, they were all in one room on one accord, magnifying our God. And how befitting is it for God that today be the day of our march? And guess what? I don't turn up for Jesus by myself. All of my sisters and family do too. Turn up for Jesus. Yes. And there you have it. Turn up for Jesus and turn down for nothing. And I want you to know that Elevate is on its way and TFAM Convocation is on its way. That's how God does it. All things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. So turn up for Jesus and turn down for nothing. I love you until next week. Bye-bye.
Well, she's the
Hey, good afternoon. You know who I am and you know what I'm here for. Turn up for Jesus and turn down for nothing.
I guess this is the one that popped him. That's her right there. That's who served him, darling. She was ready to turn up for Jesus and turn up for her pastor.
So it is true that Raquel is one of the ministers at Vision.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. She's always, when she's there, it's one of those, she's a minister. So
Is it?
wherever she is,
Okay. Okay.
she's a
It seemed like she was under the guy that had passed away. Is that what
yeah.
it was?
Yeah,
Or
she was under the guy
okay,
who passed away. Yeah. Oh, this is a
okay.
picture with her. This one with her with Yvette Flunder. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we still got it. Hold on. Why can't y'all see it? Oh, I didn't know I had it on. Oh, it brought up another screen. Hold on. Let me share it real quick. Here she is with Yvette Flunder. Mm-hmm. She ready to turn up for Jesus and slap a hole for Jesus. That's what she's ready to do.
But let me say this, AJ. A lot of people are saying,
They got music in the background, but that's her right there. Okay, all right. She's very animated. Well, she don't look disabled to me, so it must have been the theory her mama was disabled. Is that what's going on here, Marco?
yeah, her mom is, but
Oh, okay.
I've never known her to be. But this the thing. People are saying stuff like, oh, this is
Looks
church
strong.
people, this is church, this is church. Church
Mm,
people are human beings.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah. That,
want to turn the other cheek, but sometimes when you push
but you know
that
what?
button,
I understand that, but I don't think there's ever a reason to attack somebody in church.
I don't either,
Yeah.
but I would have said wait till outside, but
The
sometimes
good
they don't
Baptist
think,
way.
yeah, they don't think like that. It's on site. It's be
Yeah.
it at a funeral, a convocation, a wedding, it's on site. So
Mm.
everybody don't move like that.
She's really
And then
animated.
at the same juncture,
Go
at the
ahead.
same juncture, you don't know what people are going through. Where,
Yeah.
like you said,
Yeah.
humans,
Yeah.
our brain chemistry can change. We could be going
Mhm.
through some it might be a traumatic day. You never know what people are going
You
through in that
don't.
moment. So,
That's
You
why
that's
it's
said
why,
important.
again,
Go ahead.
mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's why, which I think you was gonna say, that's why y'all need to be mindful,
You do.
when
You
you're
do.
publishing these stories.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about stories, well, you talk about stories that involve pastors who have signed up to be
Yeah.
a part of a ministry. You talk about major things. You don't When it gets to all of this, these people that's just on the first row, these evangelists and XYZ, you stay out of it, because it's
Yeah.
stuff like this, that these are the people that can actually physically touch you.
They sure
Those
can.
people that the people that are, that signed up for this, like Karn or, Larry Reed, they have things to lose, whether you like them or not. They do have
That's
things
right.
to lose.
That's
You,
right.
you know, so but these small pastors or these evangelists or
Hmm.
people that are friends and in the community, they, sometimes they don't have nothing to lose, and
Ain't
sometimes
got
they'll
nothing
take
to
it to the
lose.
street, or they're just having a bad day, and they
Or
don't
sometimes
care.
they get so spiritually caught up that they think they're doing the right thing by defending their person that they're defending. Like God wants them to be the great defender, you know. But so
Yeah, yeah.
that's why it's like report the stuff. And I don't know why William I that thinks that he won't get popped in the same city that you've reported on these pastors. These people, I think the guy said it on Jives last night. He was so right. That little guy, I don't know what he looked
It
like,
was
but
funny.
John need to keep him just on the phone and let him talk. You know how some people, you never want to know what they look like or nothing. You just want the characteristic of their voice and what they say. John, you need
Yeah.
to keep that man around because he's
Hey,
funny.
keep him on, because some of them people on that panel. But yeah,
Yeah, keep that guy because he's funny. But he was saying some of these people, all they got, the black feet, all they got is they pastor. A lot of them.
yeah.
That's all they have. They think of their pastor of really, really high esteem. So you go after them, they lose all consciousness, they lose all mode of thinking, and they go off.
And you know
It's
what?
like a child with their parent.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think it was an issue of the story, right? But
right.
it's how you tell it.
It's how you tell it. Yeah,
Because there are several
yeah.
content creators that reported that story. But I think for William, it became personal to that person because he knows Raquel, right? So I think it was a matter of how he reported it.
Hmm,
And
hmm.
it was a bit allegedly disrespectful.
Yeah,
Gut. He
yeah,
went to the gutter.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he is used to. But it's like people, some people are not playing with him. Like it's
And I
not
think
just commentary.
what the issue is too, a lot of people know some dirty things that he may have been involved in as well, that he's been accused of hotel rooms and being with this and that. So people have these things also that they're swarming around in their head, and they're like, how dare you come out and speak about this man in such a way where you haven't been included in the same situation. Jive showed some stuff the other day of some Palm Springs, some stuff that was going on. So you can't, and I think that's what fuels people as well. They say, listen, Negro, you, such were some of you.
And
And you're
people
going to
just
talk
don't
about,
like him. They just don't
yeah,
like him.
yeah, yeah,
And he lies. Like, let's just call a thing a thing. He lies. Every time somebody brings out something about him and have pictures, he'll say, "No, that wasn't me. I look too
yeah,
good. That's a
yeah,
lie. That was this, that." And it's like,
yeah.
we know you. Like, how do
But
you say this stuff?
listen,
It,
I mean,
it, it, it baffles me. Like, they didn't like Photoshop enterprise receipts. It was what it was, but it didn't
right.
happen. Okay,
But it never happened.
but it
I didn't
never
want
happened.
that car. I had to return the car, Yeah, okay. All right. All
But
right.
it's pictures with the panel sitting in the seat, but it never happened. Okay,
And that man that got on that thing and that lady too, that
they was
missionary, they wasn't smart
They
enough. They
wasn't
don't know
lying.
nothing about no they don't know nothing about no Photoshop and trying to
Right.
what's that
Right.
what's the thing called DEI or whatever,
AI, they ain't did
AI,
none of that.
they ain't
they
did
ain't
that. They don't
doing
know
none
nothing
of
about
that,
that.
They were
but
like,
it
I
didn't
got this
happen.
receipt. He didn't pay for it. He wouldn't return it. I got the text message. That's all they
They went
said.
to the library to scan it to be exact. They went to the library to
Right.
scan it to be exact.
Mhm.
Ooh, they that old school. Yeah,
And
yeah,
had it fast.
yeah.
But look, St. James, this is what I said in the comments though,
Hmm,
previously in the chat here. I
hmm.
said that when we go to march into the new building for Bishop Winans, you
Can't
may need to
wait. We
have a
can't wait.
security
Can't wait.
guard
Go
or
ahead.
two.
You said what?
I said you may need to have a security guard or two because the way you and Jesse have been reporting live,
If
they
it
Listen,
may
I
happened
not
don't,
with
let
I
us
All
in
I
the
don't,
got to do is
building.
have about $500 on me. He'll let me in. Don't
You
I know
right,
how
you
to
right,
get Marvin?
baby.
you
This,
right.
this, this ain't William McCray. I don't fool up with Detroit East Side niggas. Okay,
Oh, and we
I'm not
don't know
going
who.
over there.
Right. Them people, they got somebody waiting for me.
When I w- and when I went to GEI a couple last year,
Hmm.
I took my big wide butt up there to that balcony and I snuck out and I still saw what's his name of Marcel,
So
but I was like,
oh,
I'm gonna just walk fast.
Marcel
oh,
can't do nothing to you. He ain't gonna do
He
nothing
sure ain't gonna do nothing.
to
I know he ain't,
you.
but
Going
I
over
just
there
don't
to
want no problem.
his musical in September with Ricky Dillard?
Is anybody going over there
I
to?
don't
Is
know.
Ricky Diller going
Is
to the
Ricky Dillard
musical?
gonna show up this
Because we
time?
supposed to be at the last one.
Right, right.
I'm not
Mr.
And
doing
he
it.
Rick
said,
or Dillard.
I don't take bridge cars. I don't take food stamp cars, baby.
Who was that saying they take EBT? Somebody said they took EBT. Well, I don't know. Well, if he's talking about he gonna sue today, but nothing happened yesterday, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Now we got to decipher what the truth is.
He better take note from that 6 million. He see what happened when they told him to sue. So
Listen here.
just
Listen
leave it
here.
alone. Leave it alone and don't go back.
And
He won't.
then oh my bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, ain't like if he go and sue and waste all his money doing that or whatever, don't Don't the money go over to everybody else that he owe?
Well, they're gonna come out the woodwork and try to snatch that money for sure, because I'm sure somebody got a lien on him.
Isn't he a lawyer or going to be a
He can
lawyer?
represent himself. He can
Oh,
say
He's a
money.
Kim
wow.
Kardashian lawyer.
Yeah,
He's a
he
Kim
can represent
Kardashian
himself.
lawyer.
Yeah, he's good. He good.
He's
Well,
AI.
Because I'm
I'm
like,
going.
he has way too much time to be going to church services, reporting live, all of this stuff like that
Yeah.
to be in law school. So,
Marvin gonna
Mhm.
charge me ties. He gonna say, "Where's your ties, St. James?" And give me $500 for the shovel and $100 just to watch. Remember, he charged that too. I'm gonna say, "Here, Marvin, here. Let where my seat at? I need to sit down and watch this catastrophe. Where my seat at?"
William ain't gonna be the only shook table up in there.
Listen, I
It'll be a
wouldn't
whole
walk
bunch
into
of
the
light
devil's den.
skin.
I wouldn't walk into the devil's den. I don't. It's like, but you know what? I think he gets to a point where he just feels he's untouchable. And let me tell you, everybody can be touched.
Well, we know that ain't the truth.
I'm just saying,
And then for
everybody can be touched.
it to happen on Juneteenth week,
Don't you?
child, the ancestors, drew back.
Have mercy, not
Now,
Juneteenth.
this now here's something that was said that's really weird. Now it has been put into his head that Jive set him up.
Oh, is that what it is now? Okay. They're
It
going
was
with
one
that
of them
story.
schemes that Manasseh set up.
Uh,
I try to tell y'all.
well, I mean, with their back and forth bickering that they've been on, I can. I'm not saying Jives did it, but I can see him accusing him.
Really knew he was gonna be there. Like, did nobody really know?
Yeah.
Nobody pay attention to you like that to be.
Right. Well, he did say that he was gonna be at over there at OCL and Bishop Church.
No.
But he did say it in one of them, 10-hour lives that
No.
pander for
Okay.
all that money. So,
Mm,
but I mean, Jobs just reports that Jobs is one of many in the number.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. So, like, how did Jobs set that? Oh, child, these people,
No,
honey.
I don't think Jive set that up at all.
Could it
Didn't
be
set
that it
that
was
up.
as a scheme?
I
It was
don't think
not.
he set it up. But it
Jive
is
did
what it
not
is.
set that up.
They've
He
been
better stop.
arguing, going back and forth for I don't know how long. So I could see him accusing Jives of it. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he better stop letting people put stuff in his head.
Right. Right. Well, he allows that to happen often,
Well,
and it
okay.
don't be the truth. But
No, no.
We tried to tell them, but
and
don't
people
nobody
do
listen
that
to
to
her.
make sure that there is a break in it would that it can never be recovered. They make sure that divide stays there. So they continue to put stuff in his head, and then if he wants to go with it, that's on him. That's on him. He can't blame people for what they tell him. We blame you for what you believe and you take heed to. So especially
Well,
people who aren't his real friend. No, they're not. They're not his real friends, and until he realizes that. But like I said, all that stuff over there is transactional. It has nothing to do with real friends. It has nothing to do with anything like that. It's what we can all get from each other for right now until it blows up.
but I mean, it's like since you build up an alliance with your former op, now it seems like you're going off the deep end.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's sad to see. And I used to, when I first started coming on here, I used to rule. I came on here because I was like, looking into William McCray, and he didn't have a YouTube channel at the time.
Right.
So, that's how I found St. James. And it's like, it was a certain thing about William at the time. It was funny, but now it's like people are getting angry
Yeah.
with you and your antics, and it's only been happening over
Yeah.
the last year since you've been back in a certain camp. So,
Right.
I mean, hey, we already tried to tell you, stay from
Mm-hmm.
around there, but
We tried.
hey,
We
but hey,
tried.
Tried to tell you.
you big and grown. Next time, it might be something else, but hey, we tried to tell you.
But when you have your own thing going on and it's successful, or it's, when you don't have to depend on the kindness of others, and you can depend on the mastery of what God has provided you in your life, whether it be education, whether it be influence, whether it be, just the right collaborations that allow you to just work what you have and not depend on handouts from others. That's a whole nother situation.
Mhm.
I don't think that's where he's at. I think he's having to depend. And as long as you have to depend
Yeah.
on others,
Yeah.
And really, William, deep down inside, when you get past to the exterior and what he says out of his mouth, that man is suffering.
yeah,
He
yeah,
has a
yeah,
lot of mental trauma.
yeah.
And there's a lot of people on here with a lot of, trauma, PTSD trauma and all of
Oh,
that.
definitely,
But
definitely.
he is extremely bitter.
Mm-hmm,
And that's
mm-hmm.
why he says a lot of things that he says. And, when the Bible says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
Yeah, spiritual wickedness in high
it's
places.
it's that type of stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's that bitterness demon. That's that unforgiveness spirit. That's that I wasn't accepted. That was a
Yeah,
rejection trauma right there.
yeah,
So he's really, really going through a lot of psychological warfare. And I always say this. I feel so bad for him because he never has truly had any sort of community. And now he's
mm-hmm.
over there at the inclusion church
Right.
trying to find it, and you done got smacked because
Yeah,
your demons and your inside and your trauma done pissed everybody off.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And even have
sad.
solace at the inclusive church. And you're supposed to be free. You're supposed to be everything's supposed to be welcoming. You're supposed to be a place of solace.
Mm,
But he can't even find it there.
no,
But
because
see,
he's the
wasn't he from what he said, was he supposed to be meeting his good Judy and they ended up not coming, so he really was there by himself?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
That's
Again, he
that
don't really have no friends. He don't got no
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
and every
Because
time
the
he tries
unfortunate
to
part,
hook up with people.
but the unfortunate part with that, when you try to be friends, it's then you find yourself coming out of pocket too often.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And he's, he reminds me of my grandmother who passed because she couldn't keep friends like that.
Mm,
Because she had a lot of trauma. And when you get to that age, he's over 50, you get to
mm.
that age and you haven't done any work on yourself, and you just run around and everything is, I'm gonna pray this trauma away. I'm not gonna go see no therapist and woo woo woo. That's what happened. You get, towards your elderly years until the end of your life, and it gets real lonely.
Yeah, yeah.
And you run into a lot of situations where everybody starts running away from you, because that's what happened to my grandmother. She didn't have any friends when she passed away. None.
Mm, mm.
So, but and it's stuff like that. He like, I don't know if it's too late or not. I think it is, but he really needs to go to therapy and do a lot of self-work.
Well, it's never too late, but you know
It's
what? You
never
have to want to do it. It's what we talk about with Leandria, with her alcoholism and what have you. Yeah, I mean, it's never too late, but you got to want to do it. You got to want to change,
Mhm.
and you have to take the direction to change. Therapy, I think he needs it. I've always said, yeah, I think he needs it. But you know what? It causes you to have to change. And some
Mhm.
people don't want to change, y'all.
He don't think
And
nothing
you
wrong
can't
with
be
him.
around
Right.
people. Yeah, because he surrounded himself with people that with like-minded people. So they're never going to see anything wrong with it. But I don't
They talk
think
about
like
him behind his back, though. That's
and
the
in front
sad
of his
part
face.
about it. Yeah. And
Hmm.
shade him right in front of his face.
Right
Yes.
in front of
Yeah.
his face. And they
Yeah.
just laugh and laugh and laugh. And
Yeah.
it's not good. Like honestly speaking, William was doing excellent on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
He
really
was.
didn't have to do the switch over, but
Mhm.
again, you said it a few times, no, 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 no. But then all of a sudden, you were coerced into doing it, and you brought
Yeah.
your Facebook people to
Mhm,
YouTube to
mhm.
introduce to other people's platforms, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
That's a
even know, you
word.
don't even see what happened.
Mhm,
And now you're
mhm.
here.
Yeah, yeah.
And now your
Really.
Facebook is gone all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
and I just heard that he got porn bombed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And see,
And
the
Come
thing
on now.
about it, I mean, I don't mean
Come
any
on now.
harm, but like y'all remember when I got P bombed?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I still think I know who did that because it was
and
a
But who really
monumental
does it
day.
on Facebook? That's his
Well, my thing is,
spot.
no, he was on StreamYard though. He was on StreamYard, so whatever you put on StreamYard, he was streaming Facebook and YouTube. So whatever you
mhm.
put on there, it automatically was on Facebook. So he may not got. You can come to YouTube and cut it off, and you'll be
But you
okay.
can't cut it off on
But
Facebook.
Facebook is a different beast.
But how
They'll
Yeah.
cut
ironic
you
is
off
that?
before you get a chance to delete the video.
How ironic
Yeah.
is that?
Well,
Oh yeah. As a
I
matter of fact,
was
they
thinking that.
remember that P bombed me with JP, and it just so happened JP was on the. She had just started coming on live. I think you too, Jesse, just started coming on, and that person got whoever P bombed me got so jealous, and I had reached a milestone, and all of a sudden I get P bombed.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I said I was thinking that whatever. I was thinking it was like it got to be somebody that's over there that's doing that for
Yeah.
control.
Yes,
That's
making
what it
sure
feel
that
like.
William only gets to a certain level on YouTube and that they don't surpass a certain level. I'm
Yeah, I'll
Hmm.
let
telling
you
you, I
keep
know
the
what I'm
small.
talking
I'll
about.
let you keep the small one, but that big
I'll
one
let
got to
you
go.
keep, I'll let you, user used to be, I'm the here now. So whatever needs to be done to keep you underneath, that I continue to soar. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you, I see it in the spirit.
Because nobody does that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
Nobody like if you go to other realms, like you rarely see stuff like that. So it's like, why is this constantly
They do that
going
in the beef
on?
sector, but
In
the
the
beef
beef sector.
sector, they are very intentional as to what you talked about me, you doxed me, you did something, I'm going to get you like that. And that's how they get each other.
Yeah.
But,
But
but yeah, over here, when I got done like that, I said, oh, okay, I just automatically had an idea. I knew who it was. I knew who it was.
yeah, I don't
And
know.
somebody that will do that to you, you should have no association. Absolutely none. And I think what's happening to William right now, they are traveling and they're really depending upon his inability to really work this stuff over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
they're wanting him to stay at a certain place
Mm-hmm.
so they don't surpass.
But I don't think William cares. I think he's just concerned
No,
about the
he cared.
transaction. Well, no,
William
because see,
doesn't have enough know-how to even care like he should care, though, Courtney.
okay.
Hmm.
You are kind of in the same, but he cares, but he doesn't know how important it is. He thinks he's to this place where he just come and ask for cash apps and you guys send it to him, and people are going to continue to send it to him because they like the character that he is. That's fine,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't know he can use that character and expound it better. But people around him, in my opinion, don't want him to really advance the way he could advance because they keep on.
Absolutely not.
And the thing about it, if you have the influence, I was telling William while I was over there with them, saying, "Man, come over, let's go." I told him when I go to Oakland, we can sit down, we can talk about, we can get you on StreamYard. My word wasn't enough, but
Mhm.
the
But what
people
I'm
he
saying,
trusted,
mhm.
And these are the same people that did that the last time, mind you.
the
Last
same
people that
people.
yes,
Same
sir.
group of people that did it the last time, and you don't think they'll pounce on you yet again?
But see,
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. I think that because they financially bless him consistently, he will turn a blind eye, is my opinion.
That's the
Yeah,
Money,
transaction.
yeah, he
but
will turn a blind eye because he knows at the end of the road, he still needs to get on these people platforms to get some money. He needs to draw from them people. He knows that he can get a quick whatever he needs if he really gets into a bind.
yeah, but money can't buy you love, and you would
It
think
can't. It can't.
at
It
this
can't.
grown big age of
Mhm.
51, because the people can't believe he's 51, but he looked like he came out of area 51. Okay, but
Studio 51. Oh,
area 51,
Eric, I know
but
what you mean, not Eric.
yeah,
Let me
but
tell
he
Erica real quick. You said how does that happen? Do they hack into stream? What they do, say someone is coming up, but they've changed their picture to Jesse's picture. They've taken a screenshot of Jesse's avatar. They put it on there. I not thinking instead of putting a banner up, and I'm just bring them up. And as soon as they're up on your platform, they turn on the camera and they ding-a-ling is ding-a-linging. And that's what happened to William.
and see, but that's why I change my picture every so often.
Yeah. And so it's best the best thing to do is for me to put a banner up, and before I bring them up, say, "Hey, Jesse, is that you? Courtney, is that you?" or whoever. I can see them down on my StreamYard before I bring them up to the platform. But if you don't take that precaution, like William, he's not savvy like that. He don't know about banners and stuff.
And the sad thing about it is it's all psychological warfare, because
Yeah.
people, y'all don't, some people don't realize for you to get on YouTube, like, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of research. You're not just coming on here just jumping on. Like, you got to read, you got to watch other videos, this,
Yeah,
that, and the third.
you
So
do.
sometimes
Yeah.
you don't be wanting to unnecessarily come on, and
Yeah.
that will totally throw you off and make you feel defeated.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it here. It's like, who else out here is going around that angry, that jealous, that they want other people to go through psychological warfare
Yeah.
to get ahead?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, you have to. I look at the big picture. I learned a lot of things, and when I didn't take people's faux apologies and all, I knew it wasn't real, and it just turned out that it wasn't real, and I knew it wasn't real. It was all about connecting to build themselves up. And I said the unfortunate thing, Williams has fallen for it, but as a Lady Wisdom said, I mean, you can't just be a taker all the time.
Yeah.
You can't just be a taker. You have to be a giver. You have to offer something to other people, not just get on here. And I think he's been told that this is a great money make. Just get on there and ask. Just get on there and beg. Cuss them out. They'll still give you some money. And some will. Some like that trauma bonding mess, Jesse.
Child, because you cussed me out, or we're going to go for
Go
blood.
for it.
Oh, yeah, I might come find you.
Ignorant, we got a problem.
Yeah.
So, because he be letting them people have it over there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it was bait. I didn't take the bait. I knew it. But it's like, listen, the sad part about it, there is room at the cross for all of us. It really is.
Hey,
say that, Bishop. Say that, Bishop.
There's room at the YouTube and social media cross for all of us. It just really is. And I think people don't understand that. We can all of the church bloggers can be live at one time, y'all. It's fine. Because guess what happened? The people who are watching Jives, the people who are watching Larry, the people watching William, when they click off, they may come and watch me. It's okay.
Y'all, because they do that anyway, and they'll come back in your Instagram.
That's how it works. That's how it works. I can have this and all of a sudden be off, and then all of a sudden my views are up because everybody has watched what they wanted to watch live. And then they come up, people that live, the 150 something people that are here now, you guys will go after this and watch other people. And that's how it works. That's okay. But people's minds think that they have to have all the live viewers right now. I need you watching me. Who cares?
Your gift will make room.
It's gonna make room. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
See, this. Can I say just one thing and then I'm gonna go? I don't. I don't want William to take this as an attack
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be spun as an attack. The thing is, I don't have to know you personally. I don't know William to not like him like that.
Right. It's
So
not
if
even that
I'm
important.
saying
Yeah.
something about it, it's seeing something from the outside. It's like being in
Right.
an abusive relationship. As long as you're in it, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. People on the outside are telling you, you need to get no, leave.
Right.
But you don't
Right.
leave until something happens, and then you look back like, oh, you
Yeah.
know what? And you've already left this abusive relationship with this person once before.
Right. Right. And you're right back into it because of either money or some sweet talk. Yeah.
Yeah, and now your other channel, your biggest thing,
Your
is
main
now
money maker.
it's
Because
gone.
William was making money on Facebook. I'm talking about thousands, you guys.
And then
Before.
And then that one guy, I think his name is David, he would go and whatever William Live was when he was being Popeye's, drive through
Right.
yelling and cussing,
Right.
he would go back on TikTok. That's your whole reach right there. And really what that would be William's biggest, platform, because a lot of people that's over the age of 40, they
Right.
love Facebook.
Right.
So they're not
Right.
going to TikTok or whatever else. So, it's like, dang, you just, you letting
That guy
you
is
haven't read
cleaning
the,
up. That guy
oh, he's
cleaning up.
cleaning up. But like, I
Yeah.
haven't really been seeing in the last like week or two.
Oh, he
I
just did a
haven't
new
been
one.
seeing
He
it.
did a new one
He
like the other
did.
day I watched. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
But
did a new one the other
they ain't been
day.
coming up in my feed no more because it's like I didn't know Williams page had got taken down, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
so this is messing with your whole reach, your whole brand, the little things that you do have left.
Yeah.
That's is and it's like you are not reading the room. Who is
And
these?
see, me personally, I wouldn't allow that to happen. You're not going to get bank on my videos and things. That's going to come to me.
Well,
But William does,
Larry.
huh?
Larry. Larry said,
Well, okay, all right, but that's another. He's not in your situation. Larry ain't in your situation, so
Yeah, like he can
yeah.
get tagged in it, but he's not getting the money that he's getting.
he's
So
not.
no, give me my stuff. Like go
And
on
that
over to
guy, I believe,
TikTok.
has either and TikTok and Instagram. I think he's monetized on both of those as well.
Hmm.
And this is his friend because I remember, are they gonna call him a clout chaser? Because that guy used to be David used to be in the chat when I was over there with William on Sunday Night Lives. He's always talked to that guy. So that guy is like a friend or whatever of William who's making a lot of money on William, and I'm sure he's not giving William no money.
But William doesn't know that because
But
he
he don't
hasn't
know it.
expanded
Right.
his like he doesn't know.
Right.
And anybody that I'm friends with or even my family members, when it comes down to educating, people, whether it's just a little small fact, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pass that knowledge on to you if I feel like it's gonna help you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, and that's just how I am because I love the people that are in my life. But when you have people that are low in the gutter and willing to do anything, and they're not friends to anybody,
Anybody.
or
Anybody.
they're using you.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they will sit there and they'll only breadcrumb you certain information that they want you to know, so they can only keep you in a certain realm.
Right.
Yeah, cause,
Right.
'cause remember, William wasn't even asking for money like that. They was just sending it. William didn't have to
Right.
ask, like, send me, send me, send me. Y'all ain't sent. William didn't do that. They
But
told him he
yeah.
wasn't asking enough. Now he just every 5 sentences, you asking for money.
And then you coming on, all of a sudden you speaking in tongues and all of this and that, and giving
Yeah.
prophecy. And it's like, well, we don't, if we wanted to hear that, we can go
I
down there to,
still say, we may
We
say
need to
that, but I still say, if he gonna do it and they gonna sit over there and listen to him and give him money, God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
God
if I
bless him.
wanted to hear that, I would have went to Joyce Rogers. They just liked them.
Well, me
I would have
too.
went back and looked at
Everybody
all
got their
Joyce Rogers.
audience.
Huh?
Everybody got their. I say everybody got
Everybody
their
has an
audience.
audience.
Some of them
And
like
like
that.
JP said, you listen to different bloggers because they're different personalities. Everybody doesn't have the same personality. That's why we hop around. That's why I listen to stuff that is way outside of the church sector.
Mhm.
I go into the beef or the hip hop or all this other, type of blogging and YouTube channels that I listen to because I like to just get a whole different feel of things. And I like to pick up little different ideas from people outside of the church sector as well
Mhm.
too. So it's
And
always good.
this is a constant. I hate this, and this is gonna be my last point. I'm gonna get down, but I hate this because this, especially on Juneteenth, this is the biggest problem in the African American community. We fight
Mhm,
amongst co-workers, we fight against family members,
mhm.
church members for no
Mhm.
reason. If
Yeah.
we could just garner up, because the white man, he says competition is good business.
Yeah.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, you can't do no monopoly in
Mm-mm.
America because that's against the law.
Yeah.
If we all could just come together, how much more reach could we have? St.
Yeah.
James, you got what, 22,000 subscribers?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
probably could, if it wasn't all of this going on, you probably have 50,000 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
If it,
Yeah.
Marcellus would have 33,000, if all of this
Yeah.
was not going on, but people want to fight so much, we can pass all this money around, but y'all want to just crabs in the damn
Yeah.
barrel.
But I
It's
think
it
they want to fight because it's content.
yeah. They run out of content and
But then they
and
say they got all the content and they don't fight.
no, but they can say whatever they want to say. But the truth of the
We
matter is
we can
that's
see.
exactly what it is to them. It's content. Yeah.
It's content,
Mhm.
but it's also a brain pattern for some people
Yeah.
that haven't healed and haven't done the work.
It's
You
just
know,
Yeah,
how
that's
I,
true.
it's their mode of operation, how they do their lives.
yeah, that's
I
that's
like
Yeah.
that's the way they operate. Certain people grew up in very poor situations, so everything
dysfunction.
Yeah.
opportunity that they
Yeah.
can, get to think that they're going to get leverage
Yeah.
or
They're
get a
comfortable in
leg
that.
up on somebody, they're going to take that opportunity when we could just be friends. It never had to be
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and just do your thing and do my thing, and everybody just we're good because I enjoy what Jesse and his thing, he gets crazy, gets shady, and that's funny. I would love to see Courtney, you do more commentary because what you say and your opinion is notable. I may not agree all the time, but I think you know how to explain and articulate your opinion that will connect with other people as well. And then Sean, you have your way of delivery. You have your way of drawing people in. So everybody has their knack, and I don't want to take that from anyone. And it's sad that I have to be dragged on another platform, and really just dragging me for what I have or don't know who I am. Just dragging me for who they think I am or what I may have or may not have. That's crazy to me. Instead of just saying, hey, that's just another blogger. Go there if you want. Like I said, go to who am I to say don't go somewhere? What the hell
But
am
let
I?
me say this. But let me say this. While they are saying don't go to this particular blogger's page,
Yeah.
why y'all over there in the first place,
Hmm.
your your platform is going to be elevated higher
Yeah.
than theirs. And I know I'm
And
talking real
yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
And
It
I'm
is
not just
already.
saying that it is
Yeah.
already. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. It's an
Yeah.
elevated platform because you're not operating in your feelings.
Right.
You are very fair, you're very even keel, you're very diplomatic. You're not coming from a very
Most
dark
of the time.
place. Most of the yeah.
I
And
don't
then
know
of
about
course you're
all of
gonna
the time, but
but of course you're gonna
yeah.
throw some shade in there, but there is something very professional about your platform that makes people be at ease when they
Yeah.
come to view your content. And you
Mhm.
can't say, I don't care. Let me say this and then I'm gonna be done. I don't care how many 888s you get. I don't care how many times 888 brings this person on a platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not going to matter. You will hit a glass ceiling until you deal with those things, those
Yeah.
personal issues that
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
But imagine telling your people not to go and watch who you watch.
And that's the and
Oh,
at that
Ooh.
point,
that
I
was
gotta get
good.
out of here because you done.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Eh,
every
eh,
live,
Word
every
for word.
every live. I
Ain't
appreciate y'all
nobody
for
sending
coming
you
up.
all that.
It is Juneteenth. We will spend our Juneteenth just relaxing the rest of it. Thank you so much, Courtney, Jesse, and Sean Talk. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Jesse. Before we get out of here, Jesse, get back in the chat. Put your link in there. Sean, put your link in there. Courtney, you can put whatever link you want to put in there, if it's your Instagram or what. Make sure, because listen, we all need to. What Erica say? Everybody needs to eat. Everybody needs to eat. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Boy. I tell you. I appreciate everybody coming over here to the Carnal Church sector today. We just needed to, we needed to talk about the goings on around here. There's Sean Talks's link. Make sure you guys go over there and give her a click and a view, subscribe, and also turn on your notifications so you know each and every time she's on, and Jesse as well. Listen, with this William McCray thing, Vision Church, I don't agree with putting your hands on anybody. I don't agree that William McCray should have been hit or swung on or attempted or whatever happened. But what I will agree upon is words are strong. I love the song Donald. I always refer to it, that he wrote words, the things that, the harm that we can do with our words. And some people can let words roll down their back. And some people take words more to heart, depending on the mentality or the state that they're in at that certain time. Attacking somebody in church is not the thing to do. It is really not the thing to do. I think there's other ways for us to resolve issues and to resolve discrepancies or disgruntled people. You can dissolve some things in other ways. But we also have to remember, as preachers and teachers and bloggers and prophets and all this other stuff, if we are blessed to have a platform, we need to use our platform as we should to uplift, to inform, and to empower people as we're all are navigating in this life. So everybody, just keep your hands to yourself and learn how to use your words to edify and not to tear down. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for those of you who supported our goal on tonight. Let's see who you were. Me give you your flowers while you can sniff them. Thank you, Erica, for becoming a member over here at the Carnal Church sector. Thank you, Princess, for helping us meet our goal. Sean, thank you for joining the membership over here at the Carnal Church sector as well. It's only $1.99, y'all. Mo Taylor, thank you so much for putting the color on it. J. Rochelle Chapman, thank you so much. Sean Renee, appreciate it. You made it rain in the sanctuary. JP came around and she put a little icing on the cake, everybody. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. If you would like to support the channel over here, $, let me see, $ church sector will do it, or any one of our other cash apps will do as well. But right here is primarily the one for the Carnal Church sector, $ church sector. That's all you need. If you are watching the replay and you would like to donate, you can do the Cash App as well. But at the bottom, there's a little heart that says thanks. You can click that, and that's a super chat as well, and pick your denomination to support the program. So I appreciate you guys coming over here with your thoughts and your opinions. Everybody is considered. All thoughts are taken in. We appreciate you over here. Just listen. Have a good Thursday evening. Juneteenth, we are going to probably be back on. I don't know when. We'll see what happens tomorrow in these courts. Diddy will be back in court tomorrow. We'll see if the Jake stuff is doing anything. We'll see if the Winans of court case is doing anything tomorrow or this weekend. If not, we will see you soon about something. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.